Hey everyone, it's Giltaca with Civil Advantage Firearms Training here again. Today we're going to be talking about the AR-15. Now, before I get started, anytime you hold up an AR-15, folks, they look and they start, if they have any experience, they turn on the, okay, what does this guy know button. So this is not about any tactical techniques or anything like that. Again, our videos are purely for the beginner, purely from someone that's perhaps even just interested in firearms and never had any exposure. So we're not going to be doing any tactical roles today, but what we are going to do is look at the AR-15 and just become familiar with how it operates. That's it. So this is a Chinese-made Norinco AR-15, purchased here in Canada. I will tell you guys that these are available for $699. I will also tell you that it's probably one of the nicest rifles I've ever fired. Norinco has been making these rifles for quite some time. Early on, they were not perhaps the nicest rifles, but they've come a long way. And right now they're making just a fantastic product. It's anodized. It's completely, all the controls are completely ambidextrous. It shoots like a dream. We're hitting grapefruits at 300 yards with a basic scope mounted on these things, right out of the box, I might add. So fantastic rifle. I recommend it very, very highly. No fruit was harmed in the making of this video, so I don't want you to get the wrong idea. Maybe they weren't grapefruits, maybe they were rocks, but I don't want to get anybody after me. In any case, we're going to look at the operation of this magnificent little rifle, and once again, purely for beginners. So this area of the rifle is the receiver. And when we come across a firearm, has been sort of the approach that we've taken for all these videos. When we come across a firearm, we see that the bolt's closed, right? The action is closed. So what do we know right away? We know right away that we don't know anything. There could be a round in the chamber, and the firing pin is likely engaged. So we want to be really careful. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to locate the safety. On this firearm, it is a little switch right here. Okay, now this switch was completely ambidextrous. When I bought the rifle, I did take the other side of it off because I am right-handed and it was sort of interfering with my trigger finger. But in any case, that's where it is. So I'm going to flick that thing over to safe right away. What I'm going to do is on the AR, as with other firearms, I'm going to remove the magazine right away, because if I start cycling the action on this firearm and there's rounds in the magazine, they're just going to feed a new round in there. So we're going to cut off the supply immediately. Take the magazine out. Now, how you cycle the action on an AR-15 is not the most comfortable thing in the world. Now, the AR-15 itself is a very ergonomic, really comfortable, fantastic. I can't say enough about it. I love this rifle, as I'm sure you can tell. But the charging handle is something that everyone has a bit of a problem with. It takes some getting used to. So here's the charging handle here. This is how we cycle the action. So if I turn the rifle, you can see that there's a little clip here that needs to be depressed. We're going to put the rifle on our shoulder, and we're going to pull the charging handle like this. We're going to hit this little release clip, and we're going to pull the charging handle. That's how we cycle the action. We can also do it down here in our working area, as it's called, and we can cycle the action down here. But in any case, 3-4 cycles of the action. The easiest way to lock back or hold this bolt open, as in semi-auto pistols, is to insert an empty magazine. It's just the easiest way. So we're going to insert that empty magazine, pull the charging handle, and the action's going to stay open. We can remove the empty magazine, and we can do our look and our touch. Okay, that's how we make this rifle safe. The safety is on. The chamber is empty. We've done a look touch, and we can check the barrel for obstructions. So other than that, there's not a whole lot going on with the AR-15. It's a very simple, very precise firearm. I recommend them highly. Again, if you were going to load this firearm, which I don't have any dummy rounds here with me today, but you would push the live rounds if we were on a range, or the dummy rounds in this situation, into this area. This button here, this paddle, is the bolt release, or the action release, and we can release the action by using our thumb and closing it. That's how we would engage the firearm when there was rounds in it, and we would take the safety off and fire. So that's a general overview of the AR-15. Again, if you've never fired a firearm in your life, It's a real pleasure to fire this one. If you're interested in the Canadian Firearms Safety Course or any firearms courses whatsoever and you're up in Canada, look us up on the web at www.civiladvantage.com, and we hope to see you soon. Thanks and take care.